Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today we are looking at a paper from the Hugging Face trending list, published on November 24th, 2025, about 8 days ago. It introduces a pixel space diffusion framework called DiP that runs up to 10 times faster than previous methods, adds only 0.3% more parameters, and still reaches an FID score of 1.79 on ImageNet at 256 by 256 resolution. The paper is titled DiP, Taming Diffusion Models in Pixel Space, and as we will see later, the implications for efficient, high-quality image generation are quite significant. Figure 1 compares 3 ways to run diffusion image generators and highlights why DiP is attractive. The top panel shows latent diffusion, which compresses images through a variational autoencoder and risks information loss, even though it is efficient. The middle panel shows pixel diffusion on tiny patches, which keeps detail but explodes sequence length and cost. The bottom panel presents DiP, which uses a diffusion transformer for coarse structure plus a lightweight patch detailer head to recover fine details, so it stays efficient while keeping image quality high. Figure 2 shows that DiP gives the best trade-off between image quality and speed among both latent and pixel diffusion models. The horizontal axis reports latency in seconds, and the vertical axis reports FID, where lower is better, so points closer to the lower left are preferable. The red DiP circles sit near the lowest FID while staying far left, meaning DiP generates higher quality images with much less time per sample than competitors. Figure 6 shows how the patch detailer head actually restores fine details inside each image patch. The chain of blocks in the middle is a tiny U-net, which means a network that first compresses spatial information, then expands it again so that it can capture patterns at multiple scales. Each block combines a convolution layer and a SciLU activation, and skip connections link matching stages so local textures stay coherent. The noisy patch pi enters on the left, the global context feature psi is injected near the bottleneck, and the refined noise prediction epsilon I emerges on the right, giving sharp edges with very few extra parameters. Table 1 summarizes how DiP stacks up against both latent and pixel diffusion models on ImageNet at 256 by 256 resolution. The key message is that DiP delivers the best FID score while keeping latency very low. Compared with the previous top pixel model PixelFlow, DiP slightly improves image quality, yet cuts single image generation time from several seconds to well under 1 second. DiP also needs far fewer training epochs than many competitors, so it is cheaper to train as well as faster at inference. Alright, the big takeaways are that DiP keeps everything in pixel space, yet still runs about as fast as latent diffusion models, and it does this while actually improving image quality. This split into global structure plus a tiny local detailer could influence many future generative image systems. That is it for this episode of the AI Research Roundup. I am Alex. Thanks for listening.